Alright guys, Kev here, and I have a disassembly to do for you. So this is the Lightbringer. Bringeth forth the light. I never did look up if it is made in China or not, but I'm pretty positive it is. Maybe we'll find out when we take it apart. But it's built in Detroit, so hopefully I'm right about that, because otherwise I'm just an a-hole. There it says, built in Detroit proudly. You know, I think they just mean the backspacer, but I could be wrong. Anyway, what does that say about a forge? Oh, Ferum forge. So this was loaned in by Ron. Big shout out to Ron. I believe his Instagram is Hank the Third Fan. So HANKIIIFAN. If you want to check him out on Instagram, he did take this apart and put skiffs in it, I believe, because it had stock bearings in there, but there's some lock stick, and the action's not great, so I kind of want to check it out. First, I'm just going to back off the pivot. Oh, that's T10, sorry. My drivers, because people always ask in the comments, this is the Get Good Screw Little Beach driver in titanium. This is the Journey Tool Co. Tourist driver, River's Edge exclusive version, and in aluminum. And this is the Brian Brown Knives Vulcan driver in zirconium. So T8 on the pivot. Let's get that guy out. Oh yeah, I meant to just check if I could loosen it and see if that did anything. Let's back off it a little bit. Centering's off, so let's tighten that. Tighten it down. Okay, that, nope. Oh, hey. No play. That's about the same, and there's still the stick. Centering's going a little. Still no play. So my guess on this, guys, is the skiffs don't fit. If the skiffs don't fit, I quit, baby. I'm thinking they're just too thick. Like, watch. When I tighten this down, we can look in there and see if it looks a little bit wide, so to speak. You know, you can see the bearings really well. I mean, it doesn't look crazy, but it might be a little wide. So, does look like we have a seated pivot. Yeah, this is definitely made in China, guys. Sorry. It's got "we" written all over it. What is that? Oh, the barrel's coming out. Great. Ugh. We got one of these situations. So here's the problem with D-shaped pivots sometimes, or captured pivots like this, these notched ones, is that they're also just a screw, right? But it has no tooling on it. It's got the logo. And sometimes you can accidentally unscrew the wrong side, and then this comes out, and then you're like, how the heck do I do this, right? So what I normally do is I will Loctite this now, right? I could try to get it out with a, I might do that real quick. Bear with me, guys. I'm sure somebody in the comments is going to be like, oh my god. Sorry, dude. I know this is your knife, but there we go. Lock her down. See if I can't get this loose. And there she comes. So she's loose and dirty. Then what I'm going to do is drop it. Idiot. I didn't mean to do that. It shouldn't matter which side it's on. Nope. Okay. So I'm going to take some Loctite here. Cloth. And I'm actually using a good bit on this one. Normally I don't use that much, but in this case I actually don't want it to unscrew ever again. So I'm going to tighten this in as best I can by hand, which hopefully means all the way. Let me slide it a little bit. Just seat it up a little bit. See how it's tightening? I'm just trying to get it as tight as I can. There we go. Oh, it hurts. Yeah, I don't think I'm tightening anywhere. I think I'm just spinning in my hand. Ah, that hurts, man. All right, so I got that done. And we can just let that sit here. And hopefully when I put it back together, I don't really need to mess with that part. And it'll just Loctite, and then going forward, it should stay. I would normally maybe try to put like red Loctite in there or something. But so this is the side it seats into. So I want to obviously take the rest of the knife apart from this side. It's going to be T6 from here down, which sucks. Another indication of China is the... First is the fact that it's Torx at all. Indicates China a lot. Or screws were brought in from China. It also looks like the backspacer maybe wasn't... Maybe these weren't seated in right. I don't know. It seems weird, but who knows? Oh, Jesus. Okay, the whole knife just mashed apart. Good, 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 good. Okay. Well, here's the inside of your Lightbringer. Ooh, look at that. Is that rust? Look at that. What the hell is that? Okay, hold on. Ew, look at that. Maybe he used an oil? I don't know. Not an oil, you know what I'm getting at. A grease or something. Maybe he uses grease. Seems really weird though, right? The bearings just hide in this cork. Let me get some alcohol. Sorry, this is interesting to me. All right. Yeah, the bearings seem fine. Skiffs are good to go. So let's see if this stuff wipes off. Yep, came right off. So it almost seems like the cage of the skiffs were wearing into the steel. Yeah, look at that. It's like flakes. Can you see that? It's like flakes of phosphor bronze in there. See that? That's crazy. I've never seen that before. Let me zoom back out. That's really weird. I've just never seen that happen before. The only thing I can think of is that it was super tight, but like, I don't even know how that would happen. There's still some in the bearing cage. I'm going to get some KPL sticks, which reminds me I need to hit them up. I'm out of giveaway stuff. Weird. Literally like flecks of bronze. Put a little alcohol on here this time. I think I got like a little splinter too of it. We get one more in the detent ball hole. Okay, so there's your Nitro V marking. Yeah, it's definitely CVV. So I'm a little miffed by the built in Detroit thing, which tells me maybe this backspacer was built in Detroit. Like, I don't know. But I will not be buying a Lightbringer or anything Glow Rhino ever. So that's how much I care about that. Let's see. So you notch it. You can see the Rhino faces a certain way. And then it'll pop in, probably. There. Popped in right there. I don't know if you saw that. There's a notch under there that it popped into. Basically have like polished titanium here. I'm going to try these stock bearings in here just because I think it's going to be the way to go. Clean those guys too. Normally I wouldn't advocate for stock bearings, but sometimes, and a lot of times it is the case on Wii's like this, they just don't fit perfectly. I don't know, we'll find out, but anyway. Shout out to Quagmire, he's the one who told me about this trick. Put the bearing in your finger with the lube, flip it around. You get it all lubed up without having to get lube all over your knife. Works fantastically, guys. It's my new favorite method. You pick up a lot of stuff over the years just having a channel because dudes tell you shit. It's awesome. Alright, so I want to drop this stop pin in. Where's the stop pin? I saw it earlier. Shit. Out there. I don't like how the liner doesn't sit in well, but I have that the right way, right? Yeah, okay. On these type of bearings, I always face the cage in, so the little ass end is facing out. Oh, backspacer, almost forgot. So it's almost weird. It's like those screws go all, yeah, they do. They go all the way through. It's so weird. It's very unusual too, honestly. So what I gotta do is get one of these guys in. T6. This does kind of say American a little bit here. This build, the way it's going through. So I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Oh, got lucky somehow. Shoved my finger into the edge there. Didn't cut myself, so it's... I always take the pivot and kind of just spin it in alcohol, clean off any excess, Loctite, shit like that. I don't know how I didn't just slice the shit out of my finger, but whatever. Put a little bit on the threads, and then I'm going to flip her up. She's not wanting to go together. There we go. Hoping I don't unseat the other one. This thing, you gotta be careful, because if I tighten this too much, it's gonna start unthreading this side, and that's what happened. That's how you end up in that position where you have the other side loosened. You just tighten the other side too much. Tighten that down. I just want to check action and stuff before I start putting everything together. Centering looks good. Action feels good. No play. We have... Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Okay, so maybe... But yeah, you can see it looks like it went together a little tighter this time. Let me put the other one in, and we'll adjust the pivot as we go here and see. Yeah, very interesting. It screws into G10, or do you think there's steel barrels? There's got to be steel barrels in there, but are they glued in? Like, how does that work? Centering still looks good. No play. So the lock stick is gone, I tell you that much. But that lock stick could have been coming from... No play, but action's not very good. Now we're way over. Okay, I'm going to try the skiffs again. I'm starting to think maybe just that... what's up? Maybe just that pivot screw being loose over here was the reason we had the lock stick. That's what a lot of times is the reason. The pivot is somehow off. You know what I mean? And if your pivot's off, it can cause the geometry of shit to be off. I hate how this thing just falls apart on me. All right. But I am worried about how the skiffs were like wearing into the steel. They seem fine though, so I don't understand really. Sorry, I know this is weird, but I'm trying to feel the bearing move. All right. And while we're here, I might as well put a little bit of KPL heavy on the detent track. You can see that detent track goes right around right where the stop pin track is. That's crazy. I don't think it matters. I just think it's interesting. So we still have, this could work. We still have the one screw in there. So let's see if we can get that to work with us here. Maybe we can just tighten this down. Yep. Okay. Add a little more back on. Might be a little much. Okay. Again, I'm trying to be careful not to tighten too far because of the possible issue we talked about earlier. Okay. So yeah, you can definitely see the bearings better, but I don't know if that means anything. Centering's good. Yeah, the action's better. No play. I don't think the stick is back. It's just a very strong lock bar. That's the kind of thing here. Let's just back off a little bit. See if the centering went off. Maybe a little. It's almost like there's never any play, which is weird. Centering's good. This might be the best I can do right now, honestly. Can't tell if that centering's off, though. Let me just tighten it a little bit. Yeah, it's not coming back at all. Yeah, we don't have any play. And that's about as good as it's going to get. It's centered, and I'm just going to let it lock tight now on both sides. Hopefully it holds, and we're good to go. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with the bearings there, but they do seem to be better action-wise with the skiff, so I'll leave them in. But that is the Lightbringer from Glow Rhino, which I'm not sure where it's made. Maybe we should look it up real quick while I'm still here talking, because I've done a lot of shit talking, and maybe I should own up if I'm wrong, right? So let's do it. Let's do it. Glow Rhino Lightbringer Blade HQ. In stock, and show all specs. Origin of country of origin. Jesus, Kev. China, USA. What does China, USA mean? I mean, come on. The Glow Rhino Lightbringer, designed by Elliot Williamson of Ferum Forge Knife Works, marks a bright new light in the EDC knife world. Glow Rhino has been working with tritium for nearly 30 years. They're likely responsible for the tritium sights on your favorite firearm. They reached out to Ferum Forge Knife Works to create a knife that maximized the practicality of tritium, not just tossed in as an afterthought. The result is the Lightbringer knife that can find and use in the dark. Darkness exists in more than night. It's easy to overlook the darkness inside handbags, drawers, and other places. You may need to find your knife, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't say anything else about where it's made. Glow Rhino folding knives. There's other ones. So there's also the reactor, which says USA on it. Country of origin, USA. It's $199 with S35VN. So, I don't know, guys. I'm guessing that this is counting as US, and that's why they're saying China, US. And this other one for $199, I don't know. I don't have that one, so I'm not going to even comment. But this bothers me that they're going to say proudly built in Detroit on there, and it's clearly not, right? So anyway, that's just me, guys. It doesn't matter that it's made in China. China makes great knives. I'm having knives made in China. It's not that. It's the point that they're marking it that way. They're trying to trick people, essentially, is how I see it. Somebody buys this and says, oh, proudly built in Detroit. Of course they're going to think it's USA made, right? Come on. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Ron, thank you for letting me take apart your knife here, sir. I think we got it running pretty good. Everything's fine. It's not worse for wear, at least, right? We did get rid of the lock stick, and yeah, we got her cleaned up. We got that phosphor bronze off of everything. I'd be curious when you get this back, maybe take it apart again and see if there's more in there. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.